Sunbeam 1. We have a few things to work on this week. So you're going to continue with your, this is C scale with the CG bridge in the right hand. We're also going to start to learn your C scale in your left hand. So you will do it the same way as we always do it. This is C with finger number 5. This is D with finger number 4. And continue on. E with finger 3, F with finger 2, G with finger 1. Now finger 3 pops over to go to A. This is A with finger number 2. This is B with finger number, finger number 3. This is B with finger number 2. And this is C with finger number 1. So you're going to continue with that. The Mrs. Treble Clef is having a party. We are going to learn today about Grumpy Grouchy Groundhog in Mrs. Treble Clef. And Grumpy Grouchy Groundhog, of course, is still grouchy because he's living beside Fireman Fred, but he curls up in Mrs. Treble Clef's lap and has a snooze right in Mrs. Treble Clef's lap. So if you can see, I'll put the page up here, it's right on that second line, line number 2, and if you see, it's right in the middle of Mrs. Treble Clef. So I will give you your magnets next week, and that's the beginning of that. Then I'm going to show you your homework page, which is one page this week. And too far, sorry. It's rhythm stories. So it's actually, you get to make me some rhythm stories. I wrote one up here, or they wrote one up here, and you are going to now fill in the boxes and make rhythm stories in here for me. If you can do those, that would be fabulous. Then we're going to go to your K songs. Now it looks like a lot of songs, but it's not hard stuff. So first one, Mrs. G Clef, is another name for Mrs. Treble Clef because G lives in the middle. And so it's Mrs. G Clef, here's her name, rest. It is G, rest, just the same. K57 is the left hand playing Grumpy Grouchy Groundhog in the attic where he lives. But then Grand Grumpy is what we call the grand staff. When it has Mrs. Treble Clef and Mr. Bass Clef, we call that the grand staff. So Grumpy on the grand staff. So you're going to use your right hand in the top line. You can use your left hand in the bottom line. That's all it's meaning. So I'm not even going to play it because it's all on the note G. You know the rhythm. Okay. K58 and 59 are where we're going to work on going from C to G. So it's bounce, 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 bounce the ball, bounce the ball against the wall. Left. Let's bounce with the left hand too. There is always lots to do. In your W pages, W3 is a page that I want you to play line 1, only line 1 at this point. It's just talking about your CG bridge. So it's C, G, C, G, C. Now the bridge. Hurrah for C, G. L page, we're talking about staccatos. So if that's one that you, mom or dad wants to do with you. Wrong, not the L page. L page is, is which pattern you hear. So those are good ones to practice. The other thing we are going to talk about, which I'll actually teach you in class next week, is about staccatos, which are short detached notes. It's kind of like you bounce off the key like that. And we'll talk about them because we'll probably have a song that will have them in the following week. if you can continue to work on some composing. So put those patterns to use. See if you can find stepping up or stepping down so low. You can use your patterns, stepping up and down, starting on C, ending on C. If you want to start on high C, you can do that too. You can use those also. We'll have lots of time to work on composing, and I will do extra lessons during the week of February break to help with composing so we can get it finished, so we can get them sent on their way. I will see you all next week.